You
All
guys can keep.
right. Just 1 second, quickly. I just got to adjust the menu so Bastion can use it.
Yeah, I was just gonna let it go for 5 minutes or so. Keep talking. Just
Oh, okay. Just
Refrain from saying anything you don't want said on the internet.
yeah.
yes. So anyway, my credit card number is.
So yeah,
Wait, wait, wait. We're not supposed to put that on the internet? Shit.
I've been trying to get a
Maybe
credit
next
card
time,
from the
Tristan.
bank.
Okay. I'll hold on to it for now.
Justin,
Yo.
I've been trying to get a credit card from my bank because I was approved for one. It's just a $500, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
The first 3 cards they've sent me, I've had to cancel because they haven't arrived at my house or the branch. It keeps going to UPS and they keep delaying it without an arrival date.
Gotta love UPS.
UPS is such a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
Because even I call TD's main building, and I tell them about it, and they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." It still hasn't arrived, and I haven't received a phone call from the bank either.
Yeah, they're just like, wait, what? Okay.
I was gonna say, have you gone directly to TD? Sometimes they can give you your credit card in person.
Not TD. They said it has to be through mail because the
Has to be
branch I
through
go.
mail now?
Because I went to the branch and everything, and they don't deal with credit cards.
Oh, they used to, but it's been a while since I was with TD.
The main building, I'm pretty sure does, because that's who sends it out. Because they do have a credit card wing in the main building. Just, I don't want to fucking walk down there. It's all the way by Champlain.
Fair enough.
Walking
Alrighty.
as it is back and forth to work.
All right, here we go.
You guys ready?
I gotta restart my roll 20 because it froze.
No worries. Take care of that, and then we'll jump in.
Yeah, I'll start recording next session, and I'll do what the expectables do. Like if anyone starts talking, like I won't answer any questions until like we're done the session and stuff.
Yeah. Like in
Can you grab me a sticky note from my camera? Because every time I refresh it, it
Yep.
turns on my camera.
Yep.
Not that I'm not totally camera ready, but I don't like it.
Fair.
Look at me.
But yes,
I am dragon.
Unless you guys throw me some earth-shattering curveball, next session should be the finale.
What date would that be?
I mean, next weekend if we can do it.
I don't know what date that is.
The date.
Let me
The date.
calendar.
December
if we're still
9th.
doing Friday, it'd be the 9th.
Okay, then that should be fine because the 16th we have the lights, and then the 23rd we're going up country.
Okay.
It'll be Dad's
And
birthday.
for the 9th, just because it is a big dungeon, it is the grand finale. It might run a little later, so we might want to start a little earlier. I just want to put the option on the table if you guys know.
Yep.
All right. Clear my throat. Get some water.
Don't sound like you're dying.
It pops up in the little box.
So, last time your party had been venturing northward to try and find a lead to this ever mysterious Spellforge. Along the way, you had traveled about 2 days' journey north through rain and poor evening watches. Your party stumbled across a hill giant soundly sleeping at a crossroads. Through some less planned encounters, most of your party had snuck around the giant, though, much to the wizard's dismay, your rogue Verna had snuck up to the giant and begun stealing from its pouch used turned pillow. After a couple moments, the hill giant awoke to much ire and promptly beat the tar out of your fighter, Traith. Through some clever fights, or clever maneuvers, you were able to take down the hill giant and continue on your journey to the abandoned village of Thunder Tree. So, assumedly after your fight with the troll, your party had rested, recuperated. And it's about mid-afternoon. You know your journey takes you, pardon me, northeastward, and as you travel on, nothing else of particular interest happens during that day. I will ask, is there anything the party would like to do while you're traveling?
Uh, what do you mean by that?
Like, if you'd like to try and identify anything you pilfered from the giant, if you would like to try and gather resources from the surrounding environment.
Uh, I'm good with everything.
No? Okay.
Yeah, seems pretty good right now. The only
Okay.
thing how's Trace doing? Should we rest for him?
Yeah, because I got 5 health, guys. I could
I'm
use
going
that.
to assume you guys had rested basically after dropping the giant, so I'm going to say if you want to take the afternoon to recuperate, you could roll some health, or if you would like to make camp for the night, you could fully heal. That is up to you guys, though.
I'm okay with either or, guys.
We did almost just kill our fighter.
I mean, I'm up for letting them fully recover.
Yeah, let's let Trace fully recover.
Okay.
He did almost just get squished by a tree.
Okay, so you travel a little ways beyond the giant as the smell had sort of become a little oppressive. And after about an hour, you guys make camp in the woodland alongside the road. As the day slowly wanes and turns to night, you guys have once again the option to take turns watching throughout the night, or you could all sleep peaceful or all sleep throughout the full night. Which would you like to do?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, my health is shit too right now.
is anyone staying up to watch?
I think somebody should.
All right. I'll take first watch. It'd probably be better to do it in increments to make sure none of us get ambushed.
I think
Um,
our elf
yeah, I was
should
just
go
about to say
next.
Liliana volunteers to take the midnight watch,
Okay.
and who would like to take the early morning watch?
I
I'll
will
take
take
the
the
early
early
one.
morning watch after the third, so that Trace gets a little more sleep for his wounds, as I'm a little bit more healed than he is.
Okay, fair enough. So, Austin,
Yes.
as your companions turn in for the night and slowly fall asleep, the night air crisps and turns a bit cool, almost too cold for your comfort. It is early autumn. And as your watch continues, please roll me a D100.
God.
Oh
Mhm.
shit.
Oh God.
8. Okay.
You Gandalf, you drunk!
You fool!
And you rolled an 8.
I knew we should have taken his whiskey.
Well, boys, we're fighting now. Where's the night?
Um,
Don't say that.
Austin, please roll me a perception check.
Oh God. Okay. Damn, I got a 9.
9. Okay. Midway through your watch, the wind begins to pick up and begins to howl a little in the distance. It gets colder, but you're not taking any damage yet. You sort of get a little closer to the fire, try and keep warm however possible. But the rest of your watch passes uneventfully.
All right. I'll wake up Liliana.
Okay. She sort of stirs and for a moment sort of gives you like, a look like, you don't wake me up, motherfucker, but like sighs and walks over the fire. takes a seat, and let's see.
Oh, thank God, at least somebody's watching.
After a few hours, Verna, you were woken up. Liliana sort of gently shakes you awake.
Yeah.
I'm
what do you
up,
want?
I'm up.
Yeah, nothing of interest has happened. It's a bit cold though. Might want to stick close to the fire.
Here you go.
Alrighty.
86. We should probably call it just in case people aren't watching.
So
Like
as you
86 on a D100.
so as you make your watch, roll me a perception check.
Perception. Which I haven't done now, but we're gonna do it anyways.
Okay. Nothing of particular interest happens on your watch. The wind is chill. It's quite cold. You sort of bundle up and stay near the fire whenever possible. But as the sun begins to rise, it slowly begins to warm up, and your party begins to arise.
Babe, could you bring me a pen?
Jocelyn, you just maybe just pull your mic back a little bit. You're breathing into the mic.
Sorry,
No worries, no worries.
my
So
microphone could be a tad touchy sometimes.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So as the morning rolls around, everyone has their spells back. Everyone is fully healed. So you're all back up to max. You are rested and ready to go.
All right.
Oh, does Tristan know about the does Sebastian know about the new sword he got in the last play? With
The one from
wolf?
the hill giant.
Yes.
Yes. The sword is of no particular interest. It's not quite as fine as the one he has currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always good to have a spare in case one breaks, though.
Mm-hmm. Bastion, you here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening.
Okay. So as you guys get up and ready for the day, the sun is shining. It's actually quite a warm, nice day. And before long, you pack up camp and set out. You find yourself wandering through these. The forest sort of breaks away, and you find yourself once again walking through these rolling hills. Little trees dotting the side of the road every so often. Though, as you continue on, you see another largely forested area ahead. I would like everyone to make a perception check.
All right.
What dice?
That would be in your character sheet. You should have skills listed. You'd be looking for perception if you have it.
I don't got perception.
Okay, so just roll a flat d20. So d20 and plus nothing. Okay,
Oh shit! I didn't realize it went through twice. So just take the 13.
no worries. And the Leon is staring off into the sky.
Clueless.
A little bit.
That's what happens when you get middle watch.
However, all three of you notice something. Austin, you hear it before anyone else sees it, but after a moment, the three of you notice a small green form running down the road, maybe 300 meters from your current position, running straight towards you. And Austin, you hear a shrill goblinoid voice shouting in common, "Penis!" and waving his hands over his head.
You said what?
He said, "Penis."
Okay, I did hear that.
And as he gets closer, everyone else now begins to hear this goblin repeatedly shouting, "Penis! Penis! Penis! Penis!" and waving his arms. What do you do?
I'm not touching his penis.
Um,
If anything, I'm cutting it the fuck off.
who's he by, Jocelyn or us?
He's kind of running down the center of the road towards you. He's still about 100 meters away, but you can see he's very clearly running towards you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cast Mage Hand and wait for him to get closer.
Okay. He runs he runs basically up to you about 10 feet away from your party, and just like with a big wide smile stares at you, and reaches out his hand just as if to shake your hand. Smiles, sort of nods to you. Penis.
I shake his hand with Mage Hand.
Okay. He looks a little confused for a moment at the, invisible force shaking his hand, but smiles back at you. Penis. And shakes the hand. After a moment, he lets go of your hand and sort of gestures, like almost open arm down the road. Penis. Sort of pointing towards the woods in front of you.
Can I shoot him with my crossbow?
That might turn out. You can't do that. He's not an enemy. You might turn evil.
I turn to
Okay, never mind.
Liliana and Traith and ask if any of them speak Goblin.
Give me a moment. Can't remember what languages I speak.
I don't
I don't
remember
speak-
either. Oh, never mind. I do.
You fucking
Liliana
drunk.
does not.
Drunk can't even remember what he speaks.
I speak to him in Goblin and ask him what exactly does he mean by penis.
It's shop. It means welcome. Come shop. Come.
Penis means welcome. Okay. That is. If anybody
And
ever
this-
says penis to me,
and-
it's not welcome.
I want to state very clearly that is not a goblinoid word. You know that, Austin. That is very obviously common.
I'm very sus of this right now.
Okay.
Can I roll an insight or something? See if I can.
Yeah, sure. If you want to roll insight, go ahead.
Never mind.
Liliana's gonna roll perception to see if there's anything in the trees around. Well,
Like, I'm so thrown off by this.
too.
7. I mean, he doesn't seem malicious. Like he's smiling. He's being as kind as a goblin usually can be.
So he's gesturing us to follow him.
Yep, just down the road, sort of in the direction he came running from.
I just kind of
And-
look at Traith and Liliana and kind of shrug my shoulders and ask what they want to do.
I'm
did
here
you
too, you asshole.
Did you translate what he told you?
Oh, yes, I translated that penis means welcome.
Or so he thinks.
Or so I think. I also tell him that's not a goblin word, but apparently that's what this man's using.
Hmm.
And tell him that he wants us to follow him.
As this goblin sort of watches you converse in common, he sort of leans to the side, looking past you at your party, and just thumbs up, like 2 thumbs up, penis.
I say we
shoot
go
him with
check
the
out what he
crossbow.
wants, but if anything happens with this penis, I'm out.
Okay,
Him leaning
Bastion.
to the left and giving someone 2 thumbs up seems a little suspicious, especially right after.
I mean,
before he said penis.
after the 2 thumbs up, Gandalf's got nothing to say. He's completely speechless.
Sebastian, I guess roll a hit if you're insistent on shooting.
Don't shoot him.
Don't shoot him.
I wasn't. I was just asking if you wanted me to.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say that might turn your character evil. One, if you
Yes,
kill something that's not trying to fight us, and
Sorry,
also he might actually bring us to a market.
I should have prefaced before, Sebastian, at the top of your sheet next to your name, you'll see your alignment, which is lawful neutral.
Ew.
Basically, that means, like, your character was or is an ex-guard, sort of retired, tried to find adventure, but
Okay.
based on your alignment, you're not very chaos. You don't tend to lean towards chaos or like very strict regimented law, but you follow like the country and stated laws.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're a
so
good cop, but you have morals.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just neutral. It depends on what I want to do with my day.
Mhm. So while in the past you had fought goblins, it seems this one
Yeah, you can add cheese from the fridge on it if you'd like.
he seems fairly innocent at the moment. He's not being aggressive. He's not being animalistic. He's trying to act as civilized as it seems goblins can.
And we're in the middle of the woods, and we don't know when we're going to be back to a city. So if he's actually going to bring us somewheres that could sell wares, it could be beneficial.
Mhm.
Tristan, how many runes am I allowed to place at one time?
Leave. You can touch 2 objects and you inscribe. Okay, you can use up to 2 at a time, but once you use them, they're a once a day ability.
Okay, never mind. There goes my plan. I forgot it tells me about that stuff up above. Still
Mhm.
getting used to this. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah,
So-
I forget what I said.
So, is Austin away?
Yeah, he just went to go throw in my garlic bread because the lasagna is going to be dead.
No worries.
He tries to
So-
keep poisoning me with the lasagna that has parmesan.
poison parmesan.
Mm.
I was trying to make
No.
it back as quick as possible.
No worries.
We were just
So-
explaining to Sebastian he can't just shoot somebody that's being nice.
No, that's why I got up. Like this way, I wasn't missing anything.
Mhm. So as your party sort of like looks at each other, this goblin continues to just look at you, smiling, occasionally like waving at a party member. Just looks back towards the road where he came from. Juts one thumb over his shoulder. Penis?
Let's get this over with and find out what this thing wants.
Tristan, would I be able to draw my sword but not use it? Because I'm cautious about this.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. So
Okay,
you
I would
sort of
just like
have your
to
sword at
approach
the
with
ready.
sword drawn is all.
Okay.
I have
The
my
goblin
hand on my
looks.
rapier, but not drawn.
The goblin sort of looks at you two, raises an eyebrow, just sort of looks a little confused, but shrugs it off and continues walking.
Is there any way Austin could translate something into Goblin for me to tell him?
Yeah.
You'd have to ask him.
Okay, you able to do that, Austin?
Yes. Call me Gandalf.
Okay. Gandalf, I would just like you to let the Goblin know that I'm not going to attack him. I'm just being wary for my party. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm a little unsure about the situation is all.
Yeah. I was gonna advise you to keep that arrow notched anyway, but I'll relay the message.
Oh, yeah, I'll keep the arrow notched and everything. I'm not going to like aim it at him. It's just going to be ready in case I need to.
All right. So I translated back to the goblin.
And he
Okay,
has his
the-
sword out, not his bow, babe.
Yeah. I do have a
Liliana
sword,
is
not
the
a
one
bow.
with the bow.
Oh. Okay.
It's not aimed at him. It's just resting by my side is all.
the goblin sort of looks back at you as you address him, just sort of, it's okay. We used to be thief, then law came. We work with law. We follow boss. Boss, no, like thieving, killing, no, bad. So we sell. We make market.
Boss.
So these are almost like sentient goblins.
Oh
They
no,
have a
they
mind
speak.
of their own. They
Just some
follow
of them
laws.
are, try and bite you.
Obviously, they're still adjusting, but they're
I-
still trying to be civil, right?
Yeah. I pressure him on his boss. I ask if his boss is human and stuff.
Okay. No, boss not human. Boss like me, small goblin.
Okay.
Boss run shop. Bot sort of jots his thumb up the road. You see, boss up here.
All right. I'll go very cautiously.
Okay. So you guys follow this goblin for about 30 minutes up the road before he suddenly takes a right turn directly into the tree line and just looks back and smiles and sort of waves like once again in common, penis.
What do you guys want to do?
He sort of waits for you guys.
Oh,
So he goes into the tree line. I would like to climb up into the tree so that I can stay above
Okay.
anything that might happen.
Okay. Make me a general dexterity check, we'll say.
General dexterity?
Acrobatics, let's say, actually.
I'll survey the environment before I go any further.
Okay. Perception check for you.
Would it be perception or nature?
You're just trying to. Are you trying to see like what's around, or are you trying to like look for like traps?
I'm trying to look for traps, movement, anything.
Okay. Yeah, it'd probably be perception on that one.
that is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verna, you're very easily able to climb a tree, and as you do, you sort of poke your head above the foliage, like the tree line, and you see about 200 meters into the forest ahead of you, a small plume of smoke rising, about something right for a campfire.
I convey what I see to the rest of my team.
Okay.
Not doing
Um,
anything super suspicious.
Gandalf, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Like you see, there's a bit
I
of
know,
poison
I know,
ivy
I
to the
know.
right of your path,
No,
but
they
you
do,
sort of
look. No,
root around it and avoid it.
it's true.
So, as you guys follow the goblin,
Yep.
okay. As you follow
Sebastian, do you
him,
want to follow the goblin?
Yes, I'll follow the goblin.
okay.
Okay.
As you follow him into the forest, eventually you see the trees thinning a little bit, and there's a large grove that lies ahead of you. I don't have a map, so there'll be theater of the mind,
Could you grab
but
me
you see a large grove open up ahead of you, in the center of which is a large tent, sort of almost like an awning, held up by a few tent poles, and underneath which is an overturned wagon, full, almost full to the bursting with random crates and barrels. To the left of this tent, you see a massive creature. It looks like it almost looks like a wolf, though scaled up to about 9-10 foot tall. It sort of lays there lazily sleeping. You can see a couple large bones to one side where it'd been chewing. And behind this wagon, you see another goblin wearing very tatty, almost noble's clothing. Like you can see it was once perhaps some sort of suit with buttons, and atop his head sits a very disheveled, crooked, sort of dented in places top hat, as he is sort of digging through the belongings. Sort of, you watch him take out something and sniff it, and, chuck it over his shoulder. The goblin you had been following sort of looks to you and back to the cart and sort of gestures with both hands. Penis.
What do you guys want to do?
Wait. I don't want to see if the wolf's for sale.
I already knew you were going to ask for the dog.
We didn't get our last one.
Not that, you're a white woman. It doesn't matter the size of the animal. If you think it's cute, you're going to try to pet it.
I am Verna Thorngage. I am a halfling. Thank you very much. White woman. How insulting. Do I look human to you?
I never said you were human. I just called you a woman.
A white woman. But I am a halfling. That is a human term.
So you a dwarf.
Insult me again and I'll have your hide.
Okay, dwarf.
You're as bad as the drunk.
I'm his little
As you
brother.
guys converse, it seems the goblin under the tent had noticed you and just customers, come, 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 he says in common. I have many wares. I have many very, very good, expensive wares. Great wares.
Now that I know the goblin is telling the truth, I sheath my sword.
Okay.
Hey, babe, you should find out if you have animal handling, right?
I do believe so.
You
You
should
can
try
guess
and get
that
the
wolf.
wolf.
All right, I'll try and get the wolf.
So as you approach this goblin from behind the table, he looks to his companion and quickly says something in Goblin. Austin, you hear basically just like, "Good, you brought more customers. Great, good. Go find more," and sort of shoos him away with his hand. The goblin you'd followed sort of runs off into the forest again, generally towards the road, and you just hear echoing into the forest, "Penis!" as he runs away.
Also, you should probably tell his boss that is not the correct word to guess customers.
As Verna, as you suggest this, you watch the goblin from behind the desk almost no longer can hold it, just sort of slaps the table a bit. uh, best joke. Best joke ever.
Oh my gosh, that's just cruel.
Funny. Anyway, come. I show you wares. Wipes a tear from his eye. Idiot. Who approaches first?
Any of you guys first?
I was about to ask you guys that.
Is there anything you're looking for, Sebastian?
I don't know. Let me do a
Ye-
quick run of my inventory really quick.
I was gonna say, need any potions or something?
Um,
Actually, yeah, I
as
got no potions.
Okay, so Sebastian, as you approach first, um, you see lining this table a number of sort of odds and ends. You see a large, almost about half the size of a backpack, a small bag lined with like climbing hooks, and you can see wrapped around the back half a grappling hook. You can see a number of glass vials to one side of multiple different colors, some red, some green, some fiery orange.
Okay, so the
Um,
green ones would be health potions?
you don't know. You would have to ask.
Okay, so I'll ask
Uh,
him which potion is what.
Ah, very, very, very good eye. And sort of taps his eye. This, he sort of gestures towards three small, sort of squat glass bottles. This is alchemical fire. You throw it and, well, whoosh, fire.
How much?
These two, these here, sort of gestures to two small glass jars, sort of a dirty red color. They help with wounds. They prevent, uh, well, dying. Um, uh, so wait. I have another. And he digs around in a barrel for a moment. Um, as he does so, Sebastian, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Okay, what dice?
Just a d20.
Okay, D20.
For all of your skills, it will be a d20 plus, well, if you have any bonuses in the skill, but generally just a d20.
Is an insight or perception?
Perception.
Okay, I don't have any actual bonuses for it though, so
Okay,
all
12.
I got is a 12.
You can see on a table behind the larger counter, there is a small, like, silken bag tied up with a bit of fine rope on top of it.
Okay.
It's about, it probably fit in your hand, in your palm. After a moment, he comes back and he holds up a very small vial, sort of, how do I compare it? Probably about the size and width of one of your fingers. It's very small, very, very. Um, here it is. Um, sort of looks over your party. Might be you. Sort of points to you, Verna. Useful for you. It's poison. It's spider poison.
Ooh.
Stole from, stole from stupid kobolds.
Did he steal or loot their bodies?
Do you ask him that?
No. Because I
Okay.
don't want to insult them.
Okay. He sort of places it gently down on the table in front. This general wears. I has more, but it's stored.
Okay. I got 250 gold. I would like to get 2 of the alchemical fire and at least 2 of the health potions.
Okay. Good eye. Good. It's just sort of like dissolves or devolves to pointing at you. Good.
Sebastian only has 200 gold. Shouldn't he have?
Go ask your mom.
Should have more than that, doesn't he?
You have all.
No,
you have
I
all the
split.
gold.
No, I split with all of you when we were in the cavern.
What it says in my inventory, I only have 250. So
Yeah. Sorry, quickly, do you remember how much you gave to everyone?
Hold on, let me grab my sheet here.
Sorry, up to this point, Traith has been NPC, so he didn't really have money or use for it.
okay, yeah, don't blame me there. So how much for the 4 potions again?
The Alchemist Fire?
The alchemist fire and just 2 health potions.
How many Alchemist Fire did you want? He has 3.
I wanted
So
2
there
of the
was
alchemist fire and 2 of the health potions.
there was 1,200 gold between all the gemstones and all that I had gotten during that, and I split
Okay.
it 3 ways. I didn't take any because I had kept an item that was worth far
Okay,
more than
so
that.
Sebastian, add 400 to your total gold. So you have
At
650.
400? Okay.
So the Alchemist Fire, for 2 of them would be 100 gold.
Okay.
And you said you wanted one of the healing potions, right?
I said 2 of the healing potions.
Okay, you wanted both.
Yes.
That would be another 100 then.
I'll take them.
Okay. He sort of nods to your companions. What about them? Do they need the wares and wonders of Grikyuk?
If they want
I
to,
ask
they're
him
more
what
than
the,
welcome.
I ask him what the deal is on the wolf.
Sort of turns, almost like he forgot, like turns back. Oh, this sort of walks over towards the creature. This is my faithful companion and, well, guard dog. His name is... Sort of slaps the dog. His name is Shulk. He's... No dog, no. He's oh, shit. What did the humans call it? Snaps his fingers. Is dire wolf. Just for protection. They're kobolds around here in this forest. They like to attack and kill and steal. Nasty affair.
Would you be willing to, can I use persuasion to maybe persuade him to see if he would be willing to part with this dire wolf?
Let me hear how you'd persuade him, and then maybe.
Have a beautiful cracked sapphire that I'd be willing to part with, and maybe a little bit of gold for further wares or travel with human villages. Maybe to make yourself more of a traveling merchant.
Sort of stops and scratches his chin. Grikyak does need new wagon. Make a persuasion with disadvantage.
How do I make it with disadvantage?
Just roll.
Roll twice and take the lower number.
Not even. The second number there will tell you in persuasion. All right, so
Okay.
with the
So
disadvantage, you take the 5.
yes. Grikyak sort of looks at you, looks at the sapphire for a moment, but shakes his head. No, no, no. Couldn't get rid of him. Needs protection from the kobolds. They're too fervent.
I slide my small ruby gem worth 500 GP on the table as well to try and sweeten the deal.
And I use persuasion again to be like, would an extra ruby help the situation?
With that much money, you could buy a bear.
A dire bear.
He sort of smiles at you and sort of shakes his head slowly. No, no, no. Couldn't sell. Actually, sort of scratches his chin. Looks at your party. I have one thing I was saving up in trade for new wagon and, well, horses. Not bear. Bear too lazy. Like this one, lazy. And he sort of walks back over behind the counter, and you watch as he pulls out a small wooden box about the size of a shoebox. Found very fine magical gem, but needs gold. Not many folk just trade item for horse wagon. If you're willing to buy, could be of interest. And he opens the shoebox, or opens this wooden box to reveal a large fiery ruby. It's about the size of an apple. And as you guys look at it almost appears as if in the heart of this gem there is a living flame flickering in the sunlight.
I mean, Gandalf the Drunk, I would check if that thing's cursed before touching it.
Yeah.
Am I able to identify?
Are you Would you like to do so with a skill check or with the spell?
With a spell.
Yes, you can then.
All right, I'll check.
Okay. As you cast Identify on this item, it takes you a minute to pin it down because there's a lot of spells and a lot of magical items that take use of fine gems like this. But after a moment, you come to realize this is what's called an elemental gem. You've only ever heard of these, but allegedly, if you were to possess one of these and in the heat of battle smashed or shattered the gem, it would pull one of the elementals of the elemental planes of earth, air, fire, water to this realm to fight on your behalf.
Or
You would
spiritual?
you would recognize this as an elemental gem of fire.
Ooh.
What uses do elemental gems have anyway? like, hit
Basically, you would smash it in a fight, and it would summon a fire elemental to fight for you.
Ooh, nice.
This
How much
is this
could
this is one of
you want?
Gurkyak's most valued magical items. I have others, but this is what I've been trying to sell. But not many, well, adventurers come through this way.
How much would you like for this item? So that we
Hmm.
may get the dire wolf as well.
Huh?
I use
S-
persuasion with it.
You want to buy? No, no, no. I'm trying to sell this to buy horse, so I have guard and mobile shop.
How much for the gem?
I need wolf for protection. Grekyak not fighter, nor Schmalog over at sort of waves at the forest. He just idiot.
All right. Well, how much for the gem?
Gem sort of looks at it. He almost picks it up and like turns it over in his hand. For you, 1,500. is
Hmm.
very powerful magic. Elemental magic.
If needed, I will help pitch.
If too expensive, Grikyuk have other magical wares.
Hmm.
So to be clear, he would want 1,500 gold pieces.
I
All right.
remember 450 of it at least.
I was gonna say I tell the party I got 194.
194 with my 450, we got it.
That's
And that's
500.
still, and that's still.
No, he's only
1500.
got 194.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said he had 1,004.
On the other hand, you guys could potentially add items to this barter if you would like to try.
Well, we have our 2 regular gems that we could trade with the deal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I got one worth 500.
Because I don't see many adventurers coming through that way and not trying to kill the goblins. And also, how many will need a magical item and have that amount of cash on them? Be aware he'd be holding on to for a very long time.
You make a fair point. So, what would you like to do?
Well, we still have the cracked sapphire and ruby on the table,
Mhm.
which could sweeten the bargain.
I still got the small star ruby as well, the 500 GP one.
Grikyuk sort of looks at your party as they're sort of like opening bags and looking around. Sort of, how about this? How about this? I have deal for party. I have deal for adventurers. I will show you rest of Grikyuk's wares. If you buy 3 more wares, I will lower price for you, for friends. Sort of almost opens his arms towards you, friends. 3 more purchase, and I drop price.
He didn't say at what value.
That is true.
Grikyuk has 3 more very magical items. You might like. Let me get. And he turns around again, grabs he grabs the gem and puts it back in the case, and comes back with 3 large boxes. Opens one in order in front of each of you, and you see Verna in front of you. You see a very fine black cloak folded up very neatly, very nice in this case. In front of you, Gandalf, is a amulet. It's hanging on this fine, like almost spider silk rope, and at the bottom you see a small wooden charm in the shape of a tankard. And Traith in front of you is an actual tankard, a wooden mug. Grikyuk has these fine magic items. This magic cloak makes one look marvelous. Uh, this amulet, uh, it helps party drink. And this tankard also helps party drink. Huh? Like? You like?
6 tankard. How much?
Would you like to ask what it does?
That too.
Okay. As you ask, Grikyuk just sort of, very special tankard. How it works. I'll just explain. With this tankard, you can drink ale, wine, and any other non-magical alcohol beverage poured into it without feeling the negative effects of being inebriated.
So if
So
anything, this should go to Gandalf.
you could drink theoretically infinitely without having to roll saves or be poisoned.
Did Gandalf hear any of this?
Oh, Gandalf's intrigued, but what does the amulet do?
Let me pull that up.
It's got a tankard on it as well, made for drinking. So
Yeah, but this one we don't got to deal with your drunk ass.
Ron
I have
Gandalf
no
is the
idea how
best
bad that
Gandalf.
is.
Grikyak sort of turns to you, Gandalf. Amulet, this. When drinking. Sorry, that voice is killer on my throat. When drinking, uh, you would gain great fortitude, great strength from drinking beer and ale. Actually, matter of turns around again and grabs a large-ish keg. Grikyak, have this too. Half keg of mead, also for sale. So, stat-wise, I assume you're still using Identify. So, stat-wise, when you drink alcohol while wearing this amulet, once per day, you gain 4d4 plus 4 additional hit points after drinking a pint of alcohol. Once the amulet has restored hit points, it can't do so again until the next dawn.
All right, so I swap the boxes. I'm gonna swap it with the tankard, and I'm gonna put the amulet in front of Trace, and I'll tell him I will take tankard because it just makes more sense for Trace to have the amulet.
44.
Yeah, the amulet because he's the tank.
Tank for the tank. The tankard for the tank.
Tankard for the wizard.
I'm getting the
Oh.
amulet.
And after, as you two converse, he sort of looks to you, Verna. Right. This cloak, it's very special. A family heirloom passed down from goblin to goblin. Well, goblin chief to goblin chief. But this make you look magnificent, make you look wondrous. Any day, any time, wind, rain, no wind, no rain. It will billow in the wind, adding, well, magnificence to the wearer.
Just makes me look good.
I believe it actually comes with a bonus, but this is a cloak of billowing.
Billowing? I do not know that term.
Just means like blowing in the wind.
So it just makes me look like dramatic.
Yes.
The
That's
cloak
Yankee.
of billowing has the ability to swell and wave dramatically as if under an ominous wind, requiring very little effort from its wearer. There was no limit to how many times you can use this a day.
So you can use it to intimidate people too.
Just add it to my intimidation. Just be like, fear me, I am short, but I am mighty.
If anything, people are going to think you're cute.
My person is cute.
I never said she wasn't.
There you fucking go.
Grikyak looks back. So, interested?
Yeah, I'll take
How
the amulet.
much?
How much?
For you, the cloak is 250 gold. Belonged to Goblin Chieftain, after all. Very fine. He takes the amulet in his hand, sort of looks at it. This very special magic. For this, 500 gold piece. And the tankard, 150.
I don't have enough for the amulet.
If we buy these items, how much will you take off? The magical gem.
You buy these? I take. I take 600 if you buy all three of these. If you buy other wares, I take off less. Grikyak is businessman, you understand. It's just business. So,
How much was the tankard?
the tankards would be 150.
My amulet was 500. I only got 450.
No, the amulet is 500.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The amulet. I only got 450.
Yes, okay. The amulet of the drunkard is 500. So for healing, the tankard, basically of non-drunkenness, is 150. And again, if you would like to try and sell him wares, you could also potentially get more gold that way,
I was
or
gonna
lower the
say,
price.
we would get $500 if we were to buy these 3 things and the gem. It would be $500 cheaper on all ends, and we'd have 4 items instead of just 1.
Well, I would like to sell 3 short bows.
3 short bows. Those the goblin short bows.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've
For
been
that,
holding on to these
Grixia,
this whole time.
Yep. Just wait. I'm selling shit now.
for that, Grikyuk will give you 25 gold each,
Cool.
assuming you give him the arrows as well.
There's no arrows, but yeah.
Okay. So you had 3 or 4 of those, you said.
3.
So you get 75 gold for that.
Okay. Also, would like to sell a rusty longsword.
Okay, rusty longsword, human make. It was guards. He'll give you 70 gold for that alone.
Okay. 70.
70. Yeah.
Okay. We'll sell that too. And I'll keep those for later.
What?
And but how much for fighter's longsword?
You forgot about your
Long-
ruby that you have on the table, babe.
That's
yeah,
for
the star ruby will give you 500 gold for that.
okay. I'll sell that too, I guess.
Okay. The fighter's longswords add another 100.
Yep.
Jocelyn, is there anything you want to sell while he looks through his inventory?
I will sell my cracked sapphire.
Okay. I believe that was 75 gold apiece, right?
Sure.
Well, it is now.
How much would my old longsword be?
Your old longsword from the giant, he'd probably give you 50 gold for that.
Which is better, my current sword or that one?
Your current sword is quite a lot better.
Okay, what's the health on it before it breaks?
There's no durability on weapons in this.
Oh, okay. I'll sell the old longsword then.
Okay, so add 50 more gold for that.
Yeah, that puts me up to 500.
Austin, is there anything else you'd like to sell?
Nope.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to buy?
All right. Well, now I got 939.
Mhm.
I will take the tankard.
You'll take the tankard? All
Yep.
right, that is 150 gold.
Tankard of
I
what?
will buy.
Bastard?
I'll take the amulet.
Okay. Spend
What's it called?
500 for the amulet.
Yeah, what's the name of the amulet?
This is an amulet of drunkard, or the amulet of the drunkard.
Drunkard. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got
And
no gold.
Austin, this is the tankard of sobriety.
Oh, tankard of sobriety.
Yes.
And I will take the cloak cape thing of what was it?
Cloak of billowing. Also, roll me a perception check, Verna.
Okie dokie.
Six.
6. Okay. You also notice this small silk bag on the table behind him. But as you look at it, you hear a noise to your right, and you sort of jolt and look to the side, and you just see the direwolf lazily sort of looks up at you, looks at your group, sort of snuffles and starts chewing on a bone.
Puppy.
Is it what girl action puppy?
So you guys have bought the 3 magical items. Would you still like to try buying the elemental gem? You know now, since you've bought these 3, he's dropped the price from 1,500 to 700.
600, you said.
Ah, fuck. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he was dropping at 600, therefore wouldn't it be 100 from 1,500?
No, he's dropping it to 600.
Okay.
All right. I mean, with that being said, Gandalf kind of dishes out the 600.
Okay. Grikyak sort of scoops the gold and money and gems into a leather pouch, sort of places it behind him. Takes out the fine box again, just looks at it for a moment, kisses the box, and just offers it up. This is Grikyak's most prized possession. I now give unto you. Thank you for investing. You know, I now get wagon, mobile shop, I travel the world, bringing wares and special goods to everybody. And I get to see the face on more idiots like him. Sort of juts his thumb to the road. Oh god, I'm still so pleased about that joke. He doesn't know common, you see. I told him it means shop.
Yeah, he must be illiterate then, because he thinks it means welcome.
Oh no, he read Goblin. He can speak Goblin, but he's not smart like Grikyak. He doesn't speak the common tongue, the human language.
Oh.
I was gonna say, Sebastian, there's a lot of languages in this game. Don't expect much from a poor goblin in the woods for language.
So, if you ever need more wares, always ask for Grikyak. I always bring the best.
Hmm.
Oh. I have one more thing. Maybe you want. Expensive, but rare. He reaches under his desk one more time and pulls up a large wine bottle sized glass bottle with this luminous crimson red liquid in. Sort of thunks it onto the ground or onto the table. This massive healing potion I found in, well, place Grikyak should not have been, but it once belonged to a great dragon. This is a superior healing potion. He only has one, but this potion will heal 8d4 plus 10 to anyone that drinks it.
Jesus.
It would heal us plus then it would completely heal us and then some.
You would roll 8d4 and add 10 to whatever you rolled and heal that much. Yes.
Yeah, damn.
It's very expensive, but a one of a kind in Grikyak shop.
How much were you looking for at Greg Chop?
You were good customers. You bought many of Grikyak's wares. You even gave Grikyak enough to buy horse and wagon. For you, for friends, I take 300 gold.
I'll buy it for 300 gold.
Okay. So you have a superior healing potion. Just note down, it's 8d4 plus 10.
But
Now,
I ask one thing of him that he keeps me in mind if he ever chooses to part with his precious direwolf.
Grikyak will remember you. What's your name? Sort of stretches out a hand.
Verna Thorngage. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Verna. I will remember Verna. If I sell Gronk, you be first buyer. Now, on with your adventure. If you ever need more wares, find Gwikyuk.
All right, Gandalf
And
walks outside.
as you do, he sort of turns back around, starts counting the gold, and you watch him set some aside. Like, 1,000 for horse, 500 for cart. And you guys make your way out. So, you guys presumably continue along your journey, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, as you begin to walk for the rest of this day, you notice who would it be? Verna and Traith. Make me a perception check, both of you.
What's the dice? Just D20?
Yep.
D20.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, no worries.
It's perception?
Yes.
Yeah, all I got is 11.
What in
It's
the
water.
actual fuck? I need to redo this.
Verna is blind as a bat.
Just because you rolled low does not mean you need to restart.
No.
No.
It's just poor dice.
No, I need to refresh my page. It's been giving me low shot after low shot.
All right. So, Sebastian, you notice as you guys continue on, you walk for a couple more miles.
Sebastian, your camera came back on.
My camera's been on the whole time.
I can hear your mic now too on roll 20.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Go to your
There you go.
settings. You'll see like a gear at the top right. Just go to audio and video and turn that, like, mute yourself.
Audio and video. Audio. Others can hear or see you. None. Oh, no, just voice. I think I did that right.
Okay. So, you notice as you walk along this road, the trees and the foliage around seem to, like, gradually over time and distance become less lively. You can see like the plants around you are beginning to wilt, and while it is early autumn, none of the plants before on this road have been so afflicted. It seems.
Go and get some toilet paper to blow my nose. I'll be right back.
All right. For the sake of that, I'll assume he conveys that to all of you.
Yep.
Um, would you like to investigate or continue on further?
Investigate.
Okay. Make me a knowledge nature check, please. Both of you, if you'd like to.
Me and her.
If you would like, yeah.
Nature check.
Knowledge nature, yep. That is a modified 20. And it is Gandalf's turn. Meh.
Meh.
Nature's for losers. Books are better.
Yep.
Sort of look at one of the trees like, oh, I can make a lot of books out of that. Huh? But, Verna, this seems odd, even for the time of year. Like, it doesn't seem like they're just dropping leaves. It seems like they're actively being weakened or poisoned by something. It might be there might be bad water nearby, or there might be something in the soil. It's just strange.
I'm back.
Alrighty. So
I check around for any bugs or birds that may be acting differently.
okay. Make me another nature check on that then. I won't make you roll perception because you've already rolled a modified 20 here. As you look around, you don't see any birds or any bugs or really any wildlife for that matter.
That's not good.
And you see like the road ahead of you. Again, it closes up from these open rolling fields to, again, just forest, but this forest seems darker. Maybe it's just the trick of the light, but it seems more
Ominous.
ominous, overcast, yeah. But
Hmm.
the path to Thunder Tree stretches forward. It's more or less the only route through these woods.
I put my hand on my rapier
Okay.
in in case I need to draw it because I feel on edge.
Okay.
I convey
So
my feelings and
yeah.
my knowledge to what I see to the rest of my party. Something is sucking the life
Well,
out of the area.
okay. Okay.
So how do you guys proceed? Is there anything you'd like to do with this? Or would you like to just
Well,
continue on?
Don't know if the drunk
my
should
stomach's
check
feeling
for
fine,
magic, maybe.
Yeah. I'll cast detect magic.
Okay.
Um.
You cast detect magic and sort of look around. You don't see any magical influence around, but something definitely seems weird about this forest. Even you're noticing it now. Like you sort of look away from the tree you're examining and look over. It seems like this forest is just something is leeching at it.
Okay.
But you don't know what. So
Well,
you continue on.
yep.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So.
Alrighty. You continue on down the road for a few more hours, and as the sun begins to set, you notice something ahead. You notice large plumes of smoke drifting above the tree line. Multiple, maybe you count about half a dozen. And as you continue on, you see, blocking your path on this road, a large wooden palisade. Sharpened tree trunks have been stabbed into the earth across the road, blocking your way. And you can see just beyond that the ruined roofs and walls of Thunder Tree. And I will now take you to our new map. You might have to zoom in a bit. It is your characters are in the top left.
Okay.
It is about 8 p.m. at this point. The sun is beginning to set. You guys can all still see. There's still sort of maybe half an hour of light left.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the ruins of this village lying ahead of you.
All right. I guess advance slowly.
All right. As you do so, you step on sort of dried, dead leaves, and you make a bit of a noise approaching. I'd like you to make a. Actually, one second. Yeah. You approach the wall, and you see it's sort of lashed together with very shoddy plant fiber, sort of like hempen rope, just these logs tied together. The wall stands about 9.5 feet tall, and there is no visible gate that you see. And Bastion, to move your character, you can either drag it or select the character and use directional keys.
Okay.
So this wall stands looming above you, your party.
How do you guys want to proceed?
Are we able to cut the hemp bindings?
You could, but you can see each of these trees are lashed independently to one another. So you would have to cut out like one log at a time.
Okay.
If you cut out maybe 3 or 4, you might be able to get through, but yeah, it would take a moment.
Okay. And there's no gate here.
There is no gate. It seems whatever built this wall had no intention of people passing through it, at least not from this side.
Hmm.
I suggest if anyone wants to try and take a look over the wall.
Why don't we just burn it?
We could do that. I do have my alchemical fire still.
I mean,
Unless you got
I
fireball, Gandalf.
I take a flask of oil and I smash it where I feel like there should be a door in front of us.
Okay.
And then I use my tinderbox to light it on fire.
Okay. You smash the oil on the logs, and sort of strike a bit of flint and iron. And as sparks go flying, you watch as one catches on the oil, and with a large whoosh, about a 5 by 5 foot sphere, just section of the wall ignites. It looks like these trees were very dry, very dead at the time when they were built. So you watch as it very quickly ignites and burns down. How long do you wait for this to burn, you guys?
I say Gandalf waits a few minutes, and then he's going to use his cantrip prestigious station to kind of force open the burnt wood to make it fall.
Digitation. Okay. Um.
Yeah, like I make a puff of wind effect, trying to make the wall fall.
Okay. So as you wait a moment, and it continues to burn and bluster in front of you, but after a moment, you sort of run out of patience. You send this gust of wind, thinking, "I'll knock it over," but instead, it hits the flames, and the flames rise higher. And after about 3 more minutes after that, you watch as it begins to crack and crumble in front of you.
All right.
Would I be able to raise my shield and run through it? No, it's already clear.
Sure,
Yeah.
if you'd like.
Yeah, to actually clear the last of the rebel, I'm going to just try to raise my shield and run through it.
Okay. You
Like-
can make it to about this far here.
Okay, just a d20?
No.
No, you just move your character to there.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
allowed
okay.
to move like 30 feet.
Like anywhere within 30 feet of your character.
Okay, I'll just go there.
Okay. As you do, you see a ruined house here, a small, sort of almost front walkway leading up to two houses. And I'd like you to roll me a perception check as you're the first one in.
Okay. 17.
There we go.
17, nice. You see in front of this crumbling building 3 small draconic creatures standing about 3 to 4 feet tall, bickering amongst each other in some unknown language. I would like you to roll me an intelligence check there, Sebastian. So just roll a d20 and add your intelligence bonus, which I'll highlight on your character sheet.
It's already. Is it just in the base saves or? Oh no,
Yeah, it's
actual
in ability scores.
Okay, so do I just add the bonus or the whole thing?
The
You
bonus.
add the bonus. Yeah.
Oh, oh, it don't matter.
That's nat 20.
It don't
That is
matter.
a critical
20.
success. That is a critical success. Okay, so in your as you in your years of being a guard, you've heard of these creatures a number of times, and you've fought them a couple times even.
Wait, what
You
were
know
they again?
these to be kobolds.
Oh God.
They're
Okay.
very clever, very conniving creatures, but they're not very mighty. They rely more on cunning and numbers than brute strength.
Wasn't ready to kill
Um,
Taz today.
you can see they're all of this sort of muddy red scale. And the one right here, which seems to be barking at the others in what you now know is Draconic, the language Draconic, seems to be some sort of leader, as it sort of shouts at its underlings.
I understand Draconic.
How far are you away?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm pretty far.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
they
50
noticed me
feet.
yet?
Make me a perception check there, Gandalf, because you now can see them.
Perception.
And Sebastian, it seems they haven't noticed you yet.
Okay, I was about to ask that. So
Okay. Gandalf, you only get like you only hear little bits and pieces, but you hear like, "Lazy fuck, get to work, go."
All right.
So, what do you guys do?
you want to try to tame them?
We ain't taming these guys. Uh,
Sebastian, you would know kobolds are of generally the same intelligence as goblins. They can be civilized or they can be savage. It really depends, case to case.
all right. So
Okay.
Gandalf moves up to right here.
Okay.
Wait, like goblins, is there different kinds of kobolds?
Yes, they're not so much like goblins, but like dragons. There is generally a type of kobold for every color: red, green, black, blue,
What,
white.
what color are these guys?
These guys are red scale, so they. I'm gonna say you would know it. You've been an adventurer for a while. These guys are very, very, very long descendants of a red dragon once upon a time.
So fire's probably not gonna work.
Probably not.
Fuck.
You're really not sure.
You can still drive if you want. You can still throw some alchemical fire if you want.
But
It's called oil.
uh Gandalf, are you running up? You're trying to be quiet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a stealth check as you run up.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
That's a nat one.
Double?
That's a nat one.
That is double nat ones. Oh my god.
Can I reroll?
Refresh, roll 20.
I'm not
Okay,
refreshing.
so Sebastian, the way I run the game, whenever we have a natural 1, which is considered a critical failure, I will roll an additional d20 to determine the severity of this critical failure.
Okay.
High numbers are bad, low numbers are good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a nat 20 or a d20 right now to see severity.
Oh fuck.
Mm.
That is 19 severity.
Jesus, Austin.
So so you guys watch as Gandalf runs up. Sebastian, you notice the goblin sort of turn, just look towards you. But Austin, as you barrel against this wall, you collide, make a loud noise, and go shit. And then you hear as the rock wall you've just collided with gives way, and you tumble into this building.
Oh God.
Oh.
And we'll come back to you after everyone rolls initiative.
Sorry, guys.
D20?
Yep.
So roll a d20 for each of you.
I got 10.
So initiative Bastion is practically like who goes first.
Yeah, this will
Okay,
be
so the
a
highest number goes
d20.
first?
Yeah.
It's a d20 plus if you have an initiative bonus, which you do on the top of your character sheet.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
you
got
have a plus 2. So you have a 12.
Wait, initiate. Oh, I have +3. Hold on. Let me do that again.
Austin, what'd you roll?
Oh, I didn't even roll.
Oh, please
Yeah,
do.
we all got to roll.
Uh, Where's my initiative bonus?
I can get used to this.
It's right
Alexis.
beside armor class and speed.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, 17.
Let's go. Natural 20.
So you go first
Nice.
off.
I did not get a natural 20, but that's okay.
I critical failed and then I
You're
critical
making up for the
success.
you're making up for the double nat ones.
17 plus 3, 20. Yay!
Modified 20.
Modified 20.
Okay, so those two go first. Nice.
And Liliana will roll a.
Are we able to uncover like this area?
I will once it gets to your turn.
Okay.
So Liliana's rolled a 9. So okay. Just a second. I need 2 more initiatives for the kobolds. 19 and 20. Okay. So, Austin, we're getting to you. Oh, yeah, we're getting to you first. As you sort of dust yourself off, you look around and you see the ruins of this building. Everything is in tatters. There are cobwebs absolutely everywhere, lining the walls, stretching between tables and chairs. Some even consuming entire corners of this house. There are smashed wooden ruins of furniture once lived in. But as you look around, you look at one of the cobwebs next to you. It's sort of caught on your arm. You sort of pull at it, and it lets out a little twang as it runs up into one of the shaded corners of the room. You see movement as an enormous spider descends from the ceiling, looking at you, venom dripping from its fangs. What do you do? It's your turn.
Tristan, what time of day is it right now in the game?
It's pretty close to nightfall. It's about 8:30. You probably have about another half hour before the sun is fully set.
So, for my first move, I am going to use my staff of defense for a mage armor,
Okay.
and then for
You
my
cast mage armor on yourself.
and then for my bonus,
Yes.
I'm gonna hit this spider with a level 2 magic missile.
Okay. So roll me your damage for magic missile as the creature begins to descend from its web above.
That's 4 of them, right?
Yes, that would be 4 d4s.
So Tristan, is there any way I could rush in and place myself in between Austin and the spider?
On your turn, you can make your move, but at the moment, you don't see what's going on with Austin. You just see him sort of dusting himself off and this cloud of dust from the hole he had created.
Okay.
2, 4, 6. It's 11 points of damage to the spider. So you stretch your hand out, and these 4 arcane bolts course out of your palm and collide with this creature. It lets out this hissing chitter as it sort of rears back away from the magical force.
And then, is this a door?
That is the door, yes.
Am I able to move?
Yeah, you've. I'm not going to be really mean. You're not prone, so you're able to sort of dust yourself off and get up. If you would like to flee, you could probably make it outdoors.
Yeah. So I'm going to bust out the door and just start running.
Okay. So you can make it to just here. Oh, sorry. Just here, running through the door.
And since I've used my bonus action, I don't say nothing.
You can speak on a free action, as long as you're not like telling a story.
I tell them there's a really big spider in there.
Okay. You guys all hear this.
Okay.
Following Austin, it was. I just want to make sure the kobold didn't roll in that 20, did it?
It did.
19. It did roll in it. Okay, it was a natural 20 then. Yeah. Okay.
That was mine.
So you, Austin, as you run out the door, you hear in Draconic this one of the kobolds shout, "Go! Get the intruders!" And following that, these two will approach and attack on their turn. This one is going to run to here, or here. And the other is going to approach there. As these two kobolds start to run after you, Austin. They're not going to attack just yet. But now Jocelyn's turn.
Hmm. Hold on. Where's my tool? There it is. That is not what I wanted to do.
You're drawing us a picture.
Not trying to, I swear.
No, it's fine.
I hit the wrong button.
If it might be minimized, it should be between the magnifying glass and the eye.
Yeah, I clicked it now. I was like, the fuck just happened there?
Okay. You can see where you're pointing is another sort of crumbling building.
I try and stealthily make it to the corner of this house to just kind of hide behind it, but still kind of see what's going on to evaluate the situation a little bit better.
Okay, so you're able to run there perfectly fine. Once you get there, however, please roll me a stealth check to hide.
Oh.
That is a 21. All right.
Oh, she's hidden.
So you sort of slide up next to the building, and you notice there's a shrub just at the corner, and you sort of dart into that and peer through at the battlefield ahead of you. At the moment, it seems these kobolds are mainly focused on Gandalf. They're currently sprinting towards him. You can see one of them is pulling out. Oh God, what does he have? He's pulling out a sling and starts to load sort of an oblong stone into the sling.
Slingshot and a rock. Alright. Still does damage.
Is that all you'd like to do on your turn?
I would like to also equip my short bow and notch an arrow.
Okay. After that, it is Liliana's turn, who is going to, much like yourself, pull at her bow, draw an arrow, and is going to shoot for. It's going to shoot for the orange kobold. Is an 8 plus what? Into ace. Okay. So that is a hit. 8 for damage. Okay. So you watch as Liliana pulls the bow back and looses an arrow at the kobold currently loading the slingshot. And all of you watch as the arrow, without any difficulty, lodges into this creature's neck, and it just sort of stops, drops the sling, and just and falls to the ground.
Bye bye.
That is her turn, bringing us to Sebastian.
Okay, so my turn.
Yes, sir. So, on your turn, since initiative has been called, you're only able to move up to 30 feet. And during combat, you have what is appropriately called a movement action, a combat action, and a bonus action.
Okay.
Um, Again, movement can move up to 30 or less, your choice. Combat action, generally it's to like attack, use a magical item, or well, really just those two. And a bonus action you can use to move an additional 5 feet if you would like,
Okay.
speak to a companion quickly, or drink a potion.
Okay. Is there anywhere I'd be able to cast one of my runes on my sword and hit the other kobold?
To cast one of your runes, you would be able to cast it on your sword. I'm gonna say casting rune would be, unless it says otherwise. What is it? I'm going to say it would take an action to cast you a rune, unless it says a bonus action somewhere.
Anything about a bonus action?
Yeah, okay. So as an action, you can cast the rune on your sword. Which rune would you like to cast?
I was just going to go for the stone rune.
Okay.
Since they're fire, I don't think the fire will work that well. It's going to hurt them probably, but I'd much rather the stone.
Rune channels the You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. In addition, when a creature uses use your reaction to invoke the rune and force the creature to make a wisdom. Okay.
So just D20?
No. You've used your action to inscribe your sword with this rune.
Okay.
How it works is basically on a reaction. So whenever something happens to you, or if something begins to like flee from you, you can either
Okay.
use your reaction to invoke this rune or to take an attack of opportunity. Which means if something runs through your combat space and away from you, you can get a swipe at it as it runs.
Oh, okay.
So with this rune, you've now readied yourself for if this creature does anything towards you or your party.
Okay, and after that, I'm not allowed to do any movement either?
You still have your movement, so you can move up to 30 feet.
Okay, I'm just going to place myself in between the kobold and Gandalf. So any damage done probably
Okay.
won't hit me.
Okay,
Tank.
sounds good. Following your turn, it is the giant spiders. Sure enough, Bastion, as Gandalf has run out screaming giant spiders, you watch as this massive purplish red spider climbs out of the window of this building, and now leers at you and Gandalf both.
I look over at Gandalf, look him dead in the eye, and say, "Well, you weren't lying."
And that thing brings us to the top of the round with Austin.
All right. I am immediately going to run. Right, at least here.
Okay.
And I am also going. Fuck. Never mind. I can't do that. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the Cobalt.
The remaining kobold?
Yep.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
Wrong one. Fuck it.
That's your damage.
Yep.
And what is your spell attack bonus?
Yeah, I should have used my thing. There.
So it's a +3 bonus. So that 11 turns
14.
into a 14, which hits for sure. Roll me your damage, please.
Should have went with the first one.
Okay, so Sebastian, as you watch, Gandalf sort of stretches his hand out towards this kobold, and this ray of blistering cold energy courses out in front of you, just narrowly missing your arm, and courses into the kobold, where you see like frostbite almost begins to consume its side where this ray hits.
Damn. Is the
Um,
kobold dead or?
no, it sort of like shies away from the cold and just it's like almost scratches at the scales where it was hit, and then looks back towards you and brandishes this dagger.
These damn things can use weapons?
Yep.
Jesus.
It had a
I'm not lying
slingshot
when-
earlier.
I
And
forgot about that.
for my follow-up attack, I'm gonna do it again on
Okay.
the same goblin.
Roll to hit.
I thought we were fighting kobolds.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Are they goblins?
That definitely hits.
There we go.
Okay. And as you stretch out your other hand, once again, this ice collides with the creature. And Bastion, as you watch as it hits this creature in the core, and the ice just expands outward and encases its torso. And it just freezes in place and falls backwards.
Okay, so he's taken care of.
So after Austin's turn, the grunts are dead, so they're out. You watch as following that, it would be Jocelyn, because they were the one that got the nat 20.
Shit, now I gotta figure out.
You still see this giant spider in range.
I take my notched arrow and I attempt to shoot the giant ass fucking spider.
All right, roll to hit, please.
Right. Where is my short bow? Elven dagger, rapier, short bow, short sword.
Okay, that will be your damage. There should be short bow and short sword to hit.
There is not. Oh, did I hit it again? Oops, my bad.
Okay, no, there is. You just have to scroll further to the side. So I'll hit it for you.
But I scrolled all the way over. It didn't show up.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, so just roll a d20 and we'll add 4 on after.
Okay.
Okay, so 17. That is enough to hit this creature, and you had previously rolled your damage, which was
Oh, the
7.
attack bonus is +5, not +4.
Oh, okay, +5. So that still hits, but good to know. And you rolled 7 damage to this creature. So as you loose this arrow, it flies true and straight into one of the spider's eyes as it sort of explodes, and this creature stumbles back on its spindly legs, hissing. That is your attack. Would you like to move or use a bonus action?
I will notch another arrow, but end my turn.
Okay. So following you is the remaining kobold, who, seeing how easily you dispatched its companions, it is going to approach you, Sebastian,
Okay.
so it can't get to Austin.
Hence
So
why I
you
placed
watch
myself there.
you watch as this kobold comes running up to you. This one looks a little more formidable. It's armed with a long wooden spear, which at the end of it seems to be some curved talon or claw of some sort. And
Okay.
it holds in its other hand a large kite shield adorned with green scales.
Okay.
Gandalf, roll me a intelligence check as you see this creature. You recognize the scales on this creature's shield. You have one in your pack. These are the scales of a green dragon.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So this creature runs up towards you, and I can pull out its stats now that the grunts are dead. And I don't have the right stats. Fuck me. 1 second. Once again, I've gone to roll 20 or D&D Beyond, and it did not have the stats.
Mhm.
So it's going to make a melee attack with its spear against you, Sebastian. And that is going to be an 18 to hit.
So to hit Bastion, what is your armor class?
My armor class.
Or AC.
Is that just like for how much I would hit with, like what type of dice, or?
No.
No, you should have below your ability score. There is an armor class. The emboldened text
base
at the
10
end.
plus 5 half plate and +2 with the shield, so 17 in total.
Okay, so an 18 will hit you.
Okay.
So
How much
it
damage?
sort of reaches around your shield and stabs into your side for 3 damage. Or, sorry, 4 damage.
Okay.
And it sort of raises its shield and bares its teeth, snarling up at you.
Okay, so do I just adjust my health right quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so 28.
You can hit just like minus whatever damage you took.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just put in a whole new number, so.
That's fair.
So am I able to attack the kobold at all?
On your turn, you would be able to.
Okay.
Does it have multi-attack? I don't think it does. Oh no, it does. Okay, so as it pulls back the spear again, it looks at you and with these wicked sharp teeth, smiles and goes to stab again with the spear.
Any way I could block it?
Just your armor, so
Okay.
11. So as it stabs up, you see you watch it move and quickly adjust your shield, and you watch as the claw glances off your steel shield, leaving a shower of sparks behind.
Okay, nice.
And it just snarls at you again and says something in Draconic. Austin, you hear, "It'll be a perfect feast." And that ends its turn. Following him, it is Liliana who's going to shoot
Okay.
at the spider. That will be enough to hit. All right, so you watch as Liliana takes the bow and looses an arrow towards this
Somebody else,
spider,
I'm just doing something.
and it collides with the creature's rear end, and you watch as it sort of screeches and stumbles back at the sudden pain. And as it does so, it sort of tumbles onto its back, and its legs begin to curl in on itself.
Oh, you're talking about spider?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
new poison.
Following her turn, it is you, Sebastian.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to hit the kobold.
Roll to hit.
So I gotta do a D10.
D20.
Yep, D20.
It said hit. It says hit dice D10.
No, that's your HP. So you're
Oh.
scroll down to your second page. You should have a section beneath your skills called attacks.
I got feats, fighting styles, action surge, second winds, martial arts.
Nope, too far. You're looking for this. Are you on the Google Doc?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Fuck, missed that.
Yeah. Longsword,
Okay.
crossbow, bow. Each would be a D20 plus this bonus.
+1. What's the 1d8 2 though?
That is your damage.
Oh, okay. So I just roll a d20 first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got motherfucking 1.
That is a nat 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
That is a fail.
But
So
with
I will
my
roll for severity.
wouldn't my bonus come into action?
Unfortunately, a critical failure is automatically considered a failure. Like, you could fight a
Okay.
boss and it could have a plus 20 bonus, but if it rolls a nat 1, it rolls a nat 1.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't mean to do that.
I've rolled minimum severity. So all that happens is you try to slash it with your sword and it raises its shield.
Okay.
So that is your
Does my
attack
rune
action.
take any effect at all, or does it have to be like a successful hit?
Your rune, you activate that on a reaction. So like if it stabs towards you, then you could activate it. Or if it turns around and runs after another one of your
Oh.
companions as a reaction, you could use
So
it.
like, say if it were to hit me, would I be able to activate the rune then?
Um yeah, you could.
Okay, I just want to clarify that was also.
Yeah. So you still
And
have a
if I could
movement
just
and bonus.
okay, so uh, I'm not gonna bother using my because I'm the tank. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay.
What could I do with my bonus? Could I do another
On your
or
bonus, you could sort of communicate with your party. You could drink a potion. You could move 5 feet if you want to sort of move away or circle around this creature.
okay, I'm gonna try to circle around him right quick. See if I can
Or
get.
you could also switch to different weapons.
Could I retreat then switch to my bow or?
Nope.
No, it would. If you used your movement action, you could move then switch, but you would have to use your movement.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my movement and back up.
Okay.
It's
Just
gonna
so
go
you
like
know,
3 blocks.
because you're leaving the creature's attack range, it would get a attack of opportunity on off on you,
Okay.
so it could try and hit you once.
I'll still back away.
Okay. It is going to use its reaction to swing at you.
Okay.
Jesus.
Bastion.
All right. So
Could I use my
how
rune?
I operate critical hits is it confirms, it automatically hits,
Okay.
and it will roll double damage.
Jesus. I only got 28 health here. What the hell?
So as it stabs towards you, it catches you square in the back for 10 points of piercing.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it just accidentally took me to the main.
no worries,
screen.
I muted you.
Yeah, I'm back in now, so.
So
I'll be
you
right back.
take 10 points from
Oh,
you
finish
take
the
10
thing.
points,
Okay.
but you have managed to retreat and re-equip.
Okay. I would like to equip my bow.
Okay.
My long
Your
bow.
bow or your crossbow?
My long bow.
Okay. After that, that would end your turn, bringing us to the spider, which is dead. So, top of the round with Austin.
I'm gonna fire Ray of Frost at it.
Okay. You might need to reposition or risk hitting your companion.
All right, I'll move here.
Okay. Roll a hit, please.
Yeah.
Let me check its characteristics.
$17.
That will, yeah, that'll definitely hit. Roll me your damage, please.
6.
6 damage. Good job. All right. So another bolt of cold just collides with this creature.
All right. And for my bonus, I will do it again.
And another one.
And another one.
All right, go ahead.
Oof.
9. It sort of raises its shield, and you watch as the ice courses over the dragon scales on it, but doesn't seem to injure the kobold itself.
Okay. And I will stay where I'm at.
Alrighty. After you, it is Jocelyn's turn, then the kobold to follow.
Seems how I still have my notched arrow. Let me see. Do I still
Mhm.
have range on him? God damn it, no. Well, actually, I can still move forward and shoot him.
You
That's
can.
what I do. So I move 6. I move here beside Gandalf the Drunk, and I use my notched arrow and shoot at the kobold.
Alrighty. Let me quickly check. Okay. Roll to hit. Since this creature's not noticed you, if you hit, you can also use sneak attack on this.
I will use sneak attack. So is that stealth or?
If you're moving that close, yes. But if you're moving just within range, you could go without rolling. So if you snuck 5 or 10 feet forward here, you wouldn't have to roll stealth because it's still engaged with Sebastian.
Where's the thing up?
Uh,
back. And I got suppers.
I'm gonna just, yeah, that,
So
and then damage. Fuck.
roll another d6.
Oh right.
Hey, there you go.
That's better.
So you don't get the +3 bonus on your sneak attack. That just goes to your single attack. But you do strike it for 7 points of piercing. As an arrow is lodged straight into the creature's neck. As it sort of reaches up, it grabs the arrow and snaps it off, and just turns to you and snarls in this draconic tone. I believe that
Wait, he
ends your.
just snarls at me?
Yeah, he just sort of snarls at you and looks towards you.
Fuck.
Ending that ends your turn, which brings us to the kobold. It is going to advance again towards you, Sebastian,
Okay.
and it is going to use its multi attack. So it is going to try and stab at you twice.
Okay. Am I like able to dodge or anything?
Uh, that would be sort of a specific class ability, but
Oh.
not for your class. You are more reliant on your heavy armor.
Okay.
So the first one will be a 12 to hit, which will miss. The other
Okay.
will be a 15, which I believe also misses.
Okay.
So it stabs twice towards you, once glancing off your shield, and the other time glancing off of the armor encasing your leg, as it
Okay.
sort of looks towards you and narrows its eyes.
Okay.
Ending its turn, that will bring us back to Liliana, who's going to shoot, and then Sebastian. That is going to miss. So, Sebastian, you watch as one of the arrows from your archer flies over your shoulder, but not quite colliding with the kobold. It lodges into a tree behind it. It is now your turn.
Okay. Are any of the joints exposed on the kobold?
It is. It's wearing sort of studded leather armor. You can see there are large pieces of bone sticking out of the leather armor itself, but it is sort of exposed around the arms and the legs.
Okay. I'm going to try to take my longbow, and I'm going to try to put an arrow in his knee.
Okay. Just so you know, again, I want to preface this. Using a longbow, using it in such close quarters, like right in front of you, you can still attack, but because of how close the enemy is, you will be attacking with disadvantage. So you will roll the d20 twice and take the lower number.
Okay. My whole retreat did not go as planned anyway. So that's the whole point of the retreat, was try to use a longbow. I figured
Okay.
there was a disadvantage up close.
Yeah.
Sure.
Unfortunately, just because of this creature's tenacity, it has run right after you.
Yeah, which is
I don't know
understandable.
why, but I
So.
feel like because this thing is like draconic, I feel like it has a tail, so it could like whip
Playing
around
a
and like slap
board
you
game
with
called
it.
D&D with Austin interest, and I'm
Oh,
not going to be answering questions, I believe.
it does. I'll expand the artwork so you can see what it looks like a little more.
It does have a fucking tail. I knew it.
Yeah. No, it is like honestly like a little draconic goblin.
Hmm.
So if you would like, Sebastian, as a bonus action, you can switch back to your sword.
Yes, you switch back to my sword using my bonus action.
Okay. And then you still have your attack action, so you could swing at this creature.
Okay, yep, I'll swing on him with my sword for d20, okay.
D20 plus
Oh.
plus 4.
Fuck
That
you,
is a
D&D.
nat.
Oh my god, that's another nat 1.
Sebastian, I would refresh D20.
Roll
Yeah,
20.
maybe refresh the window. That's wow.
Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck on that. I would refresh.
Yeah, I just hit
Okay.
refresh right quick.
I guess I'm just gonna roll for severity here. That is a 12 severity. So as you swing at the longsword, the creature blocks it with its shield, and it just sort of knocks your sword aside. You don't quite drop it, but you're a little thrown off.
Okay.
So that would bring us to top of the round, Austin.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand back where I am and hit him with the ray of frost.
Alrighty, roll to hit.
And yeah.
10. Unfortunately, that's not quite enough to hit.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again.
That's a bonus action. All right.
Yep. Oh God, I ain't doing nothing.
Damn. You fire these two icy bolts towards this creature, but now seeing your tactics, it looks to you almost expecting this bolt, and it just bashes its shield and knocks the icy energy away from you. And as it does so, it looks you just straight in the eyes and begins to chuckle this malicious laugh.
Okay. And I'll end my turn.
Is there? There's nothing else you want to do? Okay. That brings us to Jocelyn.
I notch another arrow and attempt to skewer this little lizard guy.
Alrighty. Roll to hit, please. It's an 11. 11 is not quite enough to hit. You watch as your arrow sinks just an inch into this creature's chest, but you can see it seems to have gotten caught in the leather armor. As it looks to you, pulls out the arrow and just throws it to the ground.
I
You
change my
still
weapon to my rapier.
okay. So bonus action switch. You still have a movement action if you would like to get closer.
I move up beside Trey.
That ends your turn, bringing us to Liliana. Or no, sorry, the creature, then Liliana. So it sees you approaching, but it's more prior. Yeah, it's focused on Traith more. It's going to use its multi attack again and try and hit you, Sebastian.
Okay.
So it stabs towards you twice with the spear.
Okay.
And that will be again 2 misses, as it can't quite find purchase past your shield. It starts to snarl and just spit at you.
Okay.
Um, okay, yeah, that's all it can do. So, following it, it is now the archers. Liliana is going to shoot. And it's going to be you to follow, Sebastian.
Okay. I'm going to
Hit.
swing at him with my sword again.
Alrighty, roll to hit, please.
Okay, yeah, just let me get everything situated.
As you watch another arrow from your companion's longbow lodge into this creature's shoulder. You see a bit of
Okay, so
a
12
spurt
plus
of
4,
blood and it
16.
snarls.
Was that Bastion?
I got 16 because it's 12 plus 4.
That is enough to hit. Please roll me your
Nice.
damage.
Okay, so a D8 is what I need.
You should also have a bonus to your damage, so a d8 plus 2.
Yes, I just slowly do it all. Okay,
4.
so yeah.
Nice. All right. So you slash down at this creature. It sort of had raised its shield to try and deflect your archer's bow, or your archer's arrow, but doing so exposed itself, and you slash it down its midsection.
While doing this, can I activate my rune for it to take effect, or?
Um,
Because I didn't know you say it's when he tries to retreat or something.
yeah. Let me look. Let me read the rune quickly. Okay. So you're looking for this section right here. In addition, when a creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. So I'll say retroactively you can do so because it just ended its turn.
Okay.
Um, so the kobold has to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless the save succeeds, the creature becomes charmed by you for 1 minute. While charmed in this way. Okay. And let me read its. Okay, so it doesn't have advantage on this. Alrighty. So I'm gonna roll the wisdom saving throw for the kobold, and we're gonna see.
Okay.
Fuck. Alright, so you watch as the magic courses forward. The rune on your sword glows this brilliant blue, this brilliant sky blue for a moment.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
And as it does so, the creature sort of lowers its shield and spear for a moment, almost looking at you confused, as if almost in a stupor, before shaking its head and just snarling, just, as it readies its weapon again. Unfortunately, it passed the save.
I figured as much. I was kind of hoping I could just put it to sleep and then we all stab it to death.
Mm-hmm. Actually, with that rune, the creature is charmed by you for 1 minute, which means you can basically give it commands. You can tell it what to do.
So I could tell it to kill itself and it would.
No, it has its limitations. So
Okay.
generally, when something is charmed by you, it won't do anything that's harmful to itself or already extremely out of character for it.
Oh, okay.
So like you could tell it to, hey, fuck off, go to the other side of town, and it would probably do so.
Okay.
But like you tell it to massacre its family, it's gonna be like confused and probably not do as you command.
Okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to know the limitations. Not like...
No worries. So you have used that rune for the day. You can use that again after a long rest.
Oh yeah, no. It's almost the end of the day though, so
Aye.
it's the
So
only reason I used it.
That's fair. So after your turn, it is top of the round with Austin.
Okay. I will move here
Okay.
and I will cast Ray of Frost once again.
All right. Roll a hit, please.
Woof.
Oh my god.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna fire my crossbow.
All right. So
And you did something.
you try to shoot again with this frost, but it seems this creature has now figured out your tactic. As it watches you move, it turns around slightly and raises its shield, anticipating the attack. And it just bounces off the scales. But you lift the crossbow and fire. Roll to hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
What?
What do I use for a crossbow?
I don't even know.
What kind of crossbow is it? Hand crossbow? Small?
A light crossbow.
That is a d6 plus your dexterity.
6 plus
Yes, please.
2, 8.
Nice. All right. -8. So this crossbow bolt flies true and lodges into the creature's forearm, almost going up the wrist as it just never saw the crossbow bolt coming. It just snarls and screeches a minute. After that, it is Jocelyn.
Yep.
I attempt to stick my rapier in its throat.
All right, roll to hit, please.
You go, Grady.
Nice. That'll definitely hit.
God damn.
Jesus, Jocelyn.
That is 6 more points of piercing. You don't quite get this creature in the throat, but you catch the side of its neck, and you just watch as a crimson line of red rolls right up the left side of its neck as it clutches one hand to it. You watch as it drops the shield it was carrying.
Yay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Not at this time.
Okay. This creature, seeing the dangerous predicament it's in, is going to turn around and try and flee. So, Sebastian and Jocelyn, you get attacks of opportunity off on this creature
Okay.
as it tries to run away.
Um.
So, both of you can roll to hit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll to hit. So I'm gonna need d20. Do I do the d20 or the d8?
D20.
Okay. 17.
And nice.
And that's without the increase with the +4. It's 21.
Mm-hmm. And Jocelyn, because it had dropped its shield, a 14 will now hit. So both of you can roll your damage.
Oh god.
I'm dealing 6 damage.
Nice. And Jocelyn?
I deal 5 damage.
Okay. So, Jocelyn, as it turns to flee, you poke out with your rapier and catch it just in the lower back as it lets out this slight just screech. Traith grabs his long sword with both hands and swings for the neck, completely decapitating this creature before it can even get 5 feet away, and it falls dead to the ground.
Bye.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Jocelyn making that opening, I wouldn't have got that.
I'm gonna say if you guys want to take a break, get some water, stretch your legs.
Yeah, you want a 5-minute break?
Yeah, call a 5-minute break and we can reconvene.
Yeah.
I just need to get a bit more water myself.
If he's not back in 5 minutes, someone message or call me.
If he's not back in 5 minutes, assume he's dead. Traith
Yep.
is
I
dead.
was gonna say, my parents want me to call them, so I'll kind of be like in and out.
Okay.
They both have COVID, so I just want to see how they're doing.
Gotcha. No worries.
Yep, I'll be back.
Yep.
I'm back. Is anyone back? All still drinking. Hello there.
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, I just seen it's been probably a little bit longer than 5 minutes since I left, so I'm like, I'll come back now.
Ah, no worries. Everyone else is still off, so.
Oh yeah, I figured as much.
Oh,
Oh,
speak the devil.
Jocelyn is just finishing up.
No worries.
She's on the phone with her parents. And, well, this is pretty easy to edit out.
Yeah. Just one look at the waveform and you'll see a big dip in audio, so.
Not even. I just go to the pause.
Oh, well, that too.
I put the pause screen up, so literally I just go there and edit out the pause when we start back up, and boom.
That makes sense.
aren't you able to temporarily stop recording and then start it again without stopping the stream?
I'm not streaming.
Oh, I thought you were.
Nobody answered on Twitter, so I'm not just gonna stream to nobody.
Yeah.
I know
Twitter is
people are watching on YouTube, so
Yeah. I mean, YouTube is where you're probably going to get the most viewership anyway.
Yeah, especially for D&D.
well,
There's people that do it on Twitch,
that's just it. I think
and the people that do it are the ones who have all the viewers.
the last time I put it up, I actually gained a subscriber, and it was like 32 views. It was one of the most viewed things on my channel.
Hey, man, people love D&D.
Oh yeah,
On that note, are you having fun so far, Bastion?
I'm fucking loving it.
I asked them that when we took the break.
I'm glad to hear. I still feel bad about, like, the nat ones everyone's been rolling, but it adds to the game.
It does. That
Makes
fight,
your starting look up to die.
that fucking kobold fight dragged on like 2 turns longer than it should have, but
Yeah, yeah.
I was
I
like,
think like
how much?
3 turns ago, I'm like, all right, after they kill this thing, I'm gonna just call for a break. It shouldn't be more than like a turn.
Yeah,
4 turns later,
I'm
the
like,
fuck.
holy fuck! Like, how much health does this little kobold have? Like,
He is a tankier motherfucker. Like he's no schlub here.
the other two took about 5 each, and then this
Yeah.
dude was like triple. I'm like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah. I won't tell you precisely, but he has over triple what they have.
Well, I knew the other ones were 5 because the first one we hit for 5 and killed it.
Yeah.
So I immediately knew. I was like, okay, so we just gotta do like 5 damage. I do a 1.
Honestly,
I'm like, for
I,
fuck's
again,
sake.
I again, I won't tell you precisely why, but it's a really good thing you got rid of those guys quick and didn't just ignore them because they're, ads. And you might find out why later.
Okay. Well, my focus was I didn't need all of us being pulled in 2 different directions.
Hmm.
And I have bad experiences of big creatures or just any creature liking to come for me, so I needed the tank to have the attention to grab it.
I honestly did not expect the spider being pulled into that. That changed the whole dynamic of the fight.
It did, so I needed to eliminate the 2 ads to pull Bastion's attention so we could focus on the spider and then the kobold.
Yeah.
To be honest, my plan once the spider came out, my plan was just to try to position myself so I could draw the attention of both, and you two just stay behind.
Hmm.
My
That
Also,
was my plan. But Jocelyn fucking killed the spider with 1 arrow, so I'm like, well, that's good. We can all just focus on this guy now.
My original plan was to grab rubble here. I was gonna like throw it behind here and grab all their attention so we all get sneak attack.
mhm.
That didn't fucking work, did it?
Honestly, oh fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. Shit. Nope, it's gone.
Because I was
It's gone
gonna use mage hand to like fucking do something with rubble over here or throw something.
now. I mean, you got really lucky with the initiative the spiders rolled because that encounter in the house could have been a lot worse. I
I
will say.
I know. Immediately, I was like, pop a fucking shot off of this dude and get out.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you
No,
saw
that,
Austin grab the string off his cloak and he grabbed it and went twang, I'm like, that's not a normal cobweb.
yeah.
I seen
No,
that, and you said big spider. Immediately, I was like, mage armor. There is nothing gonna touch me. That is
Nope.
the premises here. I think it was.
Yeah. And these are big spiders. Like these would basically be the spiders from the Mistwoods in The Hobbit. Like they're big.
Okay.
Speaking of big spiders, I seen this thing on TikTok, and it's just the DM saying, "You're walking by a building, and all of a sudden you just hear some clicking sounds." And the druid rolled a perception check, and the DM just goes, "It's just some spiders." And then the druid starts talking about something, and then stops mid sentence. He's like, "Wait, how big are those spiders if I can hear them from the other side of the building?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's
What?
like,
Oh, sorry.
"Walk around and find out." It's three giant fucking spiders in the webs,
Yep.
in, strewn between two buildings. And the DM goes, "All three of them are giant." And that's just where it ends. I'm like, oh.
So with
Yep.
mage armor, my AC becomes 13 plus my dexterity modifier, which would have made it 15.
Right.
So like,
Actually, I think it just gives you a flat bonus, doesn't it?
the target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier.
Oh shit.
I'm reading it
Just
right
curious.
now.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Yep.
Hmm.
And it has to be a willing creature who isn't wearing armor. So me.
Yeah. Everyone else has armor.
Yeah. So like, I just engulf myself in a magical barrier.
Hmm. Uh, while we're waiting for Jocelyn, do you guys want to loot these guys?
Sure.
All right. We'll start with Bastion. Um, roll me if you want to loot these creatures. Seb, he's dead. The internet got him.
Oh no.
That's it. All right. I guess we'll start with you then, Austin. Um, roll me a perception check. I think we called it
18.
18. Nice. They don't seem to have anything of monetary value. Like they don't have coins or anything, but you can tell at a glance. Obviously, the scales on this one's shield are green dragon scales. They're not as pristine as the one you have. They're kind of beaten a bit, having been used as a shield. But you see 4 or 5 scales there. And the claw on on this kobold's spear seems to be of some interest. Other than that, they kind of just have like rusty daggers.
All right.
so Tristan, I noticed I have like my skills is +2 smithing. Am I able to use that at like the camp or anything to make stuff or?
Uh, Probably not at a like the camp, like at your campsite during the night. But like
Yeah.
if you find a forge, you could probably use it.
Okay, it's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
Hmm. Bastion, I was gonna ask, did you want to loot these creatures?
Yes.
All right. Um, roll me a perception check, please. And Austin, if there's anything you want to take,
I will take those for
one.
scales.
Okay.
So
I got
for
one.
Nat one. Bastion, all you really find on these guys are like rusty, shoddy daggers. You go to like look at the shield that this tougher kobold had,
Yeah.
but as you turn, you already see Gandalf the drunk like prying off the dragon scales.
Hmm. I'll just take the daggers.
You'll take what?
I'll take the daggers and the shield after Gandalf's done.
Okay. The shield isn't worth anything without the scales, but add three daggers.
Okay, I'll just take the daggers then since it's not worth anything.
Yeah, I mean without the scales itself, it's kind of just like a big flat piece of wood.
Is it gonna actually let me freaking write on this?
Should do.
Yeah, but it's not. It's highlighting stuff for me. That's it.
Hmm.
It was working a little bit ago, just all of a sudden it's not.
Yeah, I saw you write down here.
Yeah, because I've changed my gold and everything. I've added the alchemist fire and the health potions.
Okay, I'll just chuck it in there.
You know, I'll try reloading the page right quick, see if that helps.
Yeah, maybe.
And for some reason, when I try to scroll down, it thinks I'm zooming out.
Or Grikyuk's health potions. 2d4 plus 2. Yeah, Austin, how'd you like fighting Task's extended family?
Past extended family wasn't really much other than I guess his big cousin over there, but
Yeah. Hey man, that's what happens when you don't get levels in Ranger.
that was a problem just playing Ranger.
I don't know. I don't know.
What? What's up? What did you do?
Fuck happened?
I just gotta go plug my phone in, guys.
You did not get poisoned yet. I currently have looted the goblin shield.
Cobalt.
You can't hear us? Maybe
I can
leave.
hear you.
No, Jocelyn. Maybe yeah. Leave Discord and
Oh,
join back again. She put her headphones on, but she can't hear any of us.
weird. Hello.
Hello?
There she is.
Hey, you guys are back.
You have returned.
Did you loot the creatures?
They looted the kobolds. Nobody inspected the spider though.
I would like to inspect the spider at some point. That would be nice.
Alrighty. If you'd like to, you're just trying to get poison.
Well, if there's anything else interesting on it, maybe the wizard would like some.
Okay, roll me a perception check then. And I'll say if someone wants to help you, I'll give you advantage.
Hey, wizard, you want help? Huh, huh, huh.
Sure,
It's up.
I can probably add something to the staff or something, make it like a
Fuck
spider
yeah,
staff.
17.
Nice. All right. So looking at the spider, um, it's it's actually not too beaten up. Most of it, the damage dealt was arrows, so they're very localized. If you okay, here's how I'll allow you. If you guys would like, you can make a survival check to try and gather natural materials from this creature. And what I'll say is either you can both roll a regular survival, or one of you can help the other and give them advantage. So I would suggest whoever has the higher survival.
I
Uh,
got 0 survival.
all right. I'll take
You would
advantage.
think I'd have a lot more as a rogue. Just saying.
I mean, you grew up in the city. You're kind of a city slicker.
Yeah.
I
That's
will
More Assassin's Creed, bitch. All right.
Yeah.
take advantage with me then, because I got a +1.
All right. Do it.
The modified 20.
And I just do a regular 20?
Nope.
Nope, no. You allowed him to get the modified 20 there.
Oh, okay.
We had advantage, so if it was a 6 and then the 20, we would still had the 20.
Alrighty. So as you sort of cut this creature up, you actually take use of one of the kobold's daggers and sort of you manage to get one of the spider fangs, which is about the size of a small dagger. And you manage to get, let's see, you manage to get 2 feet of this sticky spider web from it.
Hmm.
And I would say I will allow you to roll one more survival check to try and salvage the poison gland, but this is a very difficult part to get to.
Let's go, Austin.
So,
I'll give you
advantage again.
advantage.
Wow.
Oof. That's bad.
11. You can't manage to salvage the poison gland, unfortunately.
Fuck.
So sad. But who's going to take this the silk and the thanks?
We only got a fang.
Okay.
If neither of you want it, I'll take them.
I was like, I'll take the sticky spider web. I feel like that will come in use for a rogue.
All right. You have it then.
The fang, I'm sure you could use for like a potion or something. Or to stab somebody with. Does the fang still have some poison in it?
It doesn't really have any poison itself, though if taken to a guild wizard, not Austin, unfortunately, they might be able to craft something with it.
Just,
It is beyond my expertise.
but you could like stab somebody with it and maybe it could become poisonous. You just take a bottle and like coat it in it.
So, are we all back?
Yep.
Bastion?
Yes.
Alrighty. You guys ready to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, after the dust has settled, the kobolds have been felled and the spiders have been slain. You hear. Well, the wind begins to rustle the leaves around you, but the town of Thundertree lays ahead of you. I'd like you all to roll a perception check, please.
Let's go.
Nice.
14.
Nice. Okay.
Fucking 6.
And 14 for Bastion?
Need a boost,
Yeah.
little one?
No, I'm just
Dead.
scrolling the screen now.
I'll stab you in the knee.
She'll take you down to her size. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a little cheat. I'm able to write on it now. Just
Alright. So, Austin, it actually is kind of fitting that you hear it. You hear more draconic voices sort of billowing on the wind. They seem to be a little ways off, but you hear a lot of them.
Okay.
I was gonna say, should we check any of the houses around? Because they're all kind of dark and I don't like not
I'm
knowing.
gonna suggest we take cover in one of these houses, and maybe they're coming by for a patrol.
which house would you like? Because I can go in and patrol one since I'm a tank right quick.
Well, I guess I suggest maybe start with this one.
Okay, yeah, I'll head in there right quick. See how it
All
is.
right.
Nothing
As
particular.
you go to open the door, and you watch as the door itself sort of falls off its hinges and crumbles.
Okay.
But peering inside, the building is in complete disarray. It's all of the furniture is in splinters. It's It's quite literally ruins at this point.
Are there any holes in the walls? Or are there
You
any
can
windows?
see like vacant holes where there once windows, but that's about it.
I'm gonna take a peek in here.
Okay. Jocelyn, you look inside this house.
Yes.
Okay. Peering in, I'll uncover it all. You see the corpse of a human sort of laid out on the ground against the
I can.
firewall. And
I can.
Austin, make me a perception check as you open this door.
Oh,
Well, there was a spider in the other half. What did you expect?
You're not sure what, but you see you swear you saw something move past the window on the far wall.
Shit.
I back away.
Okay.
So which houses would you guys like to take shelter in?
If you guys would like to take shelter.
There's still
Is
one
there
more house we
any way
haven't
I could check
checked.
to see what was behind the house Austin was just in?
Nope. Nobody's looked over there.
Yeah, no.
It's 45 feet. Would it have enough movement to get there, or?
You're not currently in combat, so yeah, you could kind of move over there at your leisure.
Okay. I'm just going to go see what was behind that house real quick. We don't need any more enemies sneaking up on.
Okay. As you sort of
Just gonna
lean against the
poke
wall
my
and
head around the corner.
yeah, you'd lean against the stone wall and sort of peer around the corner with just the side of your eye, and you see crawling up the side of the building another spider.
Good thing I went to look.
Interestingly enough, you notice something special about this spider.
How so?
And that is on its back, you see this sort of handcrafted leather saddle.
Can I get it as a mount?
It
As a
doesn't
horse?
seem big enough, or it seems too small for you, but it seems like these creatures may have been ridden in the past.
So you're saying if a smaller person
I was
were
about to
to
suggest
ride
you,
it,
Jocelyn.
What I'm
about our
saying is classical 90s cartoon Spider Riders is real.
So question
Sorry,
is,
too
are we
much of a
gonna ride some
stretch.
horse or not?
not really. No, spider riders. I can see it
So, Bastion, we don't know it's there, so you have to alert us. You can't just call over Jocelyn.
Yeah.
because then it will notice all of us, and then we're all fucked, and I have to kill it. And I can't have a pet.
Okay, I'm just gonna head back to the road and silently call everyone to come here right quick.
I might just go check on this body
Okay.
first.
You see, she said she didn't hear it.
Yeah, like you can go check the body and everything.
Roll me a survival check.
Me?
Yeah. To examine the corpse. Or a medicine.
Medicine or nature or survival? Well, they're both 0, so it doesn't fucking matter.
While Jocelyn does
Nature.
that, I'm just gonna go up to the door and wait till she's done. Then I'm gonna poke my head in and tell her to come meet everyone at the road. Cause I got something to tell
Nature.
them.
You can't tell what precisely killed this creature, but you do see 2 large puncture wounds on their side.
Do they have anything good on them?
No, they appear to be sort of perhaps once a villager. They're in kind of tattered linen clothing.
Right. Boo.
As you turn around, you see Traith sort of poking his head in the door.
Come meet everyone at the road. I got something to tell you all.
Quite. Hello.
So Gandalf, remember how you said you seen something through the window and just walked away?
Yeah.
In the house you looked? Behind it is a spider with a saddle.
Sato.
Yeah, saddle's on the spider.
Can we ride it?
I believe we can, because by the looks of it, it may be able to, because it's fastened on decently.
Hmm.
We just may have to make a new seat, is all, because I'm not sure exactly how old it is. So how would we like to do this? Would you like to do a pincer maneuver where we attack it from both sides and I just keep its attention?
As you guys are saying this, I'd like uh, Austin and Jocelyn to roll me perception checks, please.
Oof.
All right, you're really paying attention to this spider with a saddle. You're really engrossed here. 14, however, Jocelyn, you see, sort of with the setting sun, you see a shadow being cast on the road just down here. And it seems to be a large form coming down the road towards you. Still sort of blocked by this building in front of you, but you can see it's getting close.
I
Right.
inform the rest of them that I see another figure coming down the narrow road and to be on their guard,
I sh-
geared up for another fight.
I suggest we take cover in the nearby houses.
Yeah, and let the patrol pass. If that's what it is.
Yep. So I move into the house.
Yeah, I'm
Move
gonna
into this
position
house.
myself right beside
Liliana's
the
gonna
door where
jump in
Austin
here
is.
with Verna. And through small gaps in the wall and broken windows, you all watch as another massive spider comes through with a kobold riding on its back. It sort
Knew
of
it.
comes up to this juncture, takes a look around, then climbs vertically up this building, and all of you roll another perception check.
15.
13. Okay.
15.
15. You all hear only Austin, only you understand this, but you all hear this creature speak in Draconic. And Austin, you hear it say, "Here, now!" And you watch as the other spider scuttles onto the roof, convenes with this one, and they both begin to depart.
I could have had a poison friend.
Got a question. Did they leave tracks that we can follow?
Um, I'm gonna say to check, you'd have to go back out to the road and roll a survival check to see.
Okay. I obviously can't do that yet because it's not my.
We're out of turn, so you can kind of go in whatever order. I'll go based on Discord. So, Jocelyn, if you want to do anything.
Nope, don't really have anything to do other than wanting to go, kind of go to the house next door real quick and
Okay.
kind of hide behind the building to see if I can get a better idea of what's going on.
Okay. So, are you like peering around the side of the building, or are you trying to check inside?
Right now, I'm just peering around the outside of the building before I decide to go inside the building. But if there's any
Okay.
holes in the wall, I'll check inside too.
Okay. Yeah. You dart past a large hole in the wall and sort of peer in. Again, it's kind of just this ruined house, but you can see around the corner the kobold riding the spider still sort of trailing off into further into this village.
Uh,
And as you peer around the corner, you notice one more thing. You see another kobold sort of stood in the middle of the road, leaning against a spear, just sort of picking its teeth with a dagger. Austin?
uh, yeah, Gandalf was gonna go out and come around the building.
All right. At this point, Liliana sort of comes out as well.
I also come out, and I just place myself on the outside of Jocelyn's building at the corner just to make sure nothing else comes up the road to ambush us.
You look around the building. You can see for now the road seems to be clear. A
Okay.
couple more buildings further down, but I'd like you to make a perception check as you peer through the foliage and the tree line.
Okay. An 8.
8. Okay. You can't really make out anything on the other side of the tree line. It's quite thick. It's quite a thick wooded area.
Okay.
So, how do you guys proceed?
Would I be able to check for track to see if there's been frequent activity in this area?
Yes. Make me a survival check, please.
Okay. Just a D20?
D20 plus the survival skill if you have it.
I don't think I do. Nope. I got
Pretty-
athletics, history, and smithing.
Okay.
I got a 13.
You can see some tracks. It seems this is a path often traveled. Perhaps it's a guard route, or it might just be creatures coming through. Notably, it seems to be mostly these kobolds and the spiders. And one
Okay.
other type of track. You only see one of it, but you can't recognize what it is.
Okay.
It seems to be about the size of the spiders, though.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I've peered around the corner and seen where Varna is, so I make my way to her.
Okay.
Verna.
Verna, sorry.
Alrighty. You also sort of peer in the building. You can see the crumbling ruins, and you can see where a tree is actually starting to grow up through the floorboards.
Lovely.
Hmm. It seems this place has been abandoned for quite some time.
Okay. Um, I will make my way to this wall, I guess.
Alrighty. Um, you can now hear the cobalt around the corner just sort of muttering in Draconic. Nothing of interest. It's sort of just, I fucking hate guard duty. I'm always put out to fucking wait. Sort of just muttering to himself.
Okay.
And peering behind you, you just see more sort of forest.
So, oh wait, no, it's not my turn. One thing I'm not used to.
Going by Discord, yeah, be Jocelyn again. If you want to move anywhere or do anything.
Mm. Hold on, let
You
me
guys,
think
you
here.
guys are kind of free to roam, but I'm just keeping it in order so I know I don't
Yeah.
get all confused.
I notch an arrow
Okay.
and I aim at the cobalt.
Can your short bow can reach 40 feet, right?
A short bow can range from 80 to 320 if it's two-handed.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you knock an arrow and ready your shot. Uh, Gandalf, because you're so close, you can easily see this.
And with that,
If you'd like, you can take the shot. And that is enough to hit. Please roll me your damage plus an extra d6.
Yes.
Oh my god. You shoot the arrow and it goes through the back of the kobold's head and out its mouth, and it just, without a single noise, tink, falls to the ground.
Nice.
Thunk, down.
hi.
I move and peer around the corner.
Alrighty.
Justin, is this foliage over here like going around the turn at the road?
1 second. Austin, you peer around, you see a road that seems to just lead out of the house, out of the village.
Okay.
And which foliage, Bastion?
Is this foliage right over here?
Yeah, it's sort of like a tree line. There's some shrubs growing underneath.
Okay. I would, when it's my turn, I'm just going to move there to hide
Okay.
in the trees.
Yeah, just move yourself where you'd like to, and then I'll illuminate more once it comes back to you.
Yeah.
So after that, Austin, you watch, or Gandalf, you watch as this expertly placed arrow just shoots straight through the kobold's skull, and it just crumples to the ground.
I look back and I give her a thumbs up.
I'm just like, nice.
You see, she's eating like a bread roll, just awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Bastion.
Just doing like the chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to peer down the walkway to see if I can see anything.
All right, Liliana's gonna keep up with you
Because
guys.
Gandalf never translated what that kobold said.
Peering down the road,
Oh, yeah.
you don't really see much. You can see it sort of branches out multiple different ways, but I'd like you to roll me another perception check.
13.
13. Okay. You catch a flash of red through the tree line,
Okay.
but like sort of this direction.
Okay.
But you couldn't make out what it was. Like it looked the same color of the kobolds, but you only saw it for a second.
Okay. Okay. Am I able to walk back and tell
Yeah,
Gandalf and Tifa
absolutely.
this off? Okay. Gandalf, what's your character's name again, Jocelyn?
Verna.
Oh, Verna. I was completely off. I just went and scouted up between those bushes. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I did see a streak of red through the trees. I just couldn't tell if it was a kobold or not. But there is something there on the other side of the tree.
There's something
So
strange going on with this town. It might be worth investigating.
that's what I was about to suggest, because we had the two kobolds earlier, and then the one came along, said something to the spider, and it followed him back down this way. So you are right, there is something going on. Would you guys like to investigate, or would you like to go somewhere else?
I'm down for investigating.
Okay, me too.
Ready? Who's leading the way?
I will, since I'm the tank.
Alrighty.
I want to go
Move
in this
wherever.
house.
The bridge, the crossroad right here, and then I'm just gonna plant myself on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verna, you quickly peer through the window in this house. It looks a bit more lived in, but it's still kind of ratty. Like it maybe was where the Cobalt Guard lived, but at a glance, there's nothing of interest. Like you see a bit of like crude iron utensils, and actually on one of the tables, you can see a human arm that had been sort of chopped up.
Oh, so you're not going to take any scales from the cobalt you just ran past?
The scale was off the shield. Green dragon scales.
We're talking about the kobold arrow. Jocelyn put an arrow through the skull.
I guess I can search it.
All right, roll perception.
How else are
6.
people going to know of our amazing adventures?
6. You try to take off one of the scales, but it seems it's not like dragon scale. It's more like leathery. Like it's more skin than scale almost.
Lovely.
But you do find, if you would like them, a crude dagger and crude dagger and spear.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Adventure done.
Once again, peering into this house, Austin, you see these. Again, you see these trees growing up through the floorboards, and they all look sickly. Like all of their leaves are sort of not from like autumn, but they're wilting. They're vibrant green is now faded to this sickly, almost pustule color.
Okay. Can I investigate the tree further?
Make a knowledge nature check. Yeah.
God damn.
You don't know what, but it is so clear something is killing these plants. Like you don't, you just can't tell what. You've never seen something like this before.
All right. I'll cut through the trees and go meet up with Sebastian then.
All right.
I guess I'll follow the dimwits.
As you guys do, you see again, not sort of facing the opposite direction, but you watch as another kobold rides by on the spider.
Is it the same kobold or a different one?
Make a perception check.
13.
It's hard to tell, but you're pretty sure it's a different one.
Okay.
All right. I'll move up and peer in the house right quick.
Alrighty. Carefully peering in one of the cracks in the wall. Oh, that's not revealing. You see another kobold sort of chopping firewood, it seems.
Okay. I will inform the others right quick.
Okay. Liliana sort of pulls out her bow and readies herself.
Okay. I lift my hands for if she fails, I'll hit them with magic.
And if that fails, I'm just going to rush in behind Austin and go for a sword swing.
All right. Jocelyn, do you want to try and surprise this creature?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I'll say you guys basically get a surprise round here. So if you would like, you can all take a turn before this creature can act.
Yay.
So Liliana's going to shoot or try. All right. That is going to hit. Jocelyn, you can roll your attack. That'll definitely hit. Austin, do you want to cast a spell? Or do you want to wait?
I'll wait.
Okay. And Bastion, do you want to wait or charge in?
I'll wait since she got an 18.
So roll your damage, Jocelyn. Max damage, holy shit.
I think I waited.
Alrighty. So you watch from the door, Austin, as two arrows, one from a longbow and one from a short bow, lodge itself in each of